I think we're back up and live. That was a little strange. If you're watching live on Twitch, my apologies, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but OBS stopped streaming and reconnected on its own. So we were in the process of trying to set up some steel plate production. And this is kind of just a test because I really don't know how well this is going to work out. But we're going to find out. And I'm just going to drop these into a chest with a loader because I happen to have one and I kind of like him. This might be prohibitively slow. But that's okay because this is just a basic test. Just a basic test. Let's see, I put coke in this and I didn't want to. I wanted coal. Alright, we're gonna let this run for a wee bit. I think I'm going to increase our tree production by a couple. Gonna need a wee bit of glass. Fortunately, I happen to know where we have some. Just grab a partial stack there, and let's craft them both. We're also gonna have to look into making iron beams. We've got these going here, but I think I'm gonna just increase this capacity. And we're gonna do some shenanigans with that yet. For now, however, that's on the wrong side. To do it. Just gonna go like that for now. Okay, back to the wood. This looks like it's catching up, but we're probably at a bottleneck where everything isn't running quite that fast yet. But we want to be prepared. Just gonna drop this into here. That. And more or less the same thing on this side. Let's run our output. Like so. Now, I'm not too concerned about this belt getting double filled because it gets split off and put onto a single line anyway. And this one is just doing whatever. So, yeah. Now what I will do though is replace this with a fast inserter because this outputs quite a bit of wood in one shot. Like if we look at the recipe, probably going to get a lot out of it. Sorry, I thought I was going to mention how much, but it doesn't look like it did. How's our power? Power's okay so far. Okay, so we're making steel plates. And what we want to do with some of those is, I wouldn't mind making some inserters, some fast inserters, which requires steel plates, inserter parts, and electric circuits. Now we have here inserters being made. Inserter parts, I should say. And there are electric circuits being made over here. Getting shoved into a box. It's getting a little messy. So we'll put that in the back burner and we'll think about it for a little bit about how we want to get these combined together. Once we figure it out, that we can start making fast inserters and filter inserters, which would be helpful. If we're gonna make this messy, we might as well try to figure it out. Do we have enough room that we could pull out of this box? Yes, but we don't really have a good place to run our belt line. So we move this down one. So we're going to end up with a bit of a mess, which is pretty much our factory in general right now. I think that's actually what I'm going to call it. Welcome to Bit of a Mess. Now, in theory, that's going to work. We need to pull down inserter parts from here. So what we could do is use a filter inserter. Popper here. And we only want to pull inserter parts. Which we are going to continue our spaghetti adventures and route those down here, here, across this belt line, this way, across this belt line. We kind of want them to meet up here. This is going to be, again, messy, so I'm going to do this, and you'll see why in a moment. Because what we need to do... Can I bridge this gap? Not quite. Let's do it here. We need the product to be on the other side of this belt. So it's going to have to go under and then loop like this. I think. Actually, can we use a splitter to do this? Just gonna grab these. Probably help if I make those proper. So what's going to happen with this? Let's find out. Is it going to mix them all up? Yeah. Not really what we had wanted. So we'll go back to our other plan. Go like that. Okay, now then, automation core. It's going a little slow. Let's increase our inserter input. Should help keep the output consistent. At least that's the plan anyway. Alright, so back down to this mess. What we're gonna do is insert output to this line. This. Gonna relocate this power pole. So. And on the first machine, fast inserters. On the second machine, filter inserters. We're gonna need some long-handled inserters and regular inserters. And we're just gonna output these into boxes. So right now we don't really need a lot of them, so one stack of 50 will work for a little while. And these are going to be a little bit slow baking because the long-handled inserter arms, though they are faster than the regular inserters, they do have more items that they have to grab to fill in. I mean, if we wanted to go a little crazy, we could do something like this. Oh yeah, that's not going to work either. Or will it? Nah, that's not gonna work either. But we'll make it work. Because we're engineers, and this is what we're supposed to do. Make things work. There we go. Yeah, how are these trees making out here? How many trees are we actually going to get from one cycle? Let's just take a peek. $40. That ain't too bad, actually. Ain't too bad. Let's make some steel gear wheels. I know I'm just doing this in like drips and drabs, but at the moment we don't need crazy amount of materials. And just output into a box. And I know we're gonna need a bunch, but for now we're just gonna put a limiter on there for 2 stacks. Should keep things busy. How's our pollution doing? Bad. We should probably take a trip up north and check to see what's going on up there. I was thinking about maybe going and securing the crude oil, but I think it's okay for now. We should check to see how far that's spreading. While we're going to do that, we should start researching some more tech. I think we've done all of the ingredients that require 2 items. So we're going to go on to 3. I kind of want to start researching logistics 2, so that way we can open up railways. Yeah, let's do that. Do logistics 2, and then we'll do the energy electric distribution. Okay. Let's prepare a little bit. We're gonna want to we can take a stack of walls with us. This needs more iron plates. We're gonna take 2 stacks of those. And, oh, we can make a radar. Some turrets to take with us. So we'll make 3 turrets. And repair packs. We need stone to make a repair pack. That's unique. Got some stone. Iron plate and copper plate. Grab a bit more copper. Grab some iron. Get those going. And let's start our journey. See how this plays out for us, how it fares. It's going to be a bit of a walk, so bear with me. And yes, we have the capability of making gates. Haven't made any yet. So for now, I'll just punch holes in the walls as needed. It's always kind of a good idea to keep an eye on your pollution levels and your unexplored map. Since we don't really have radars going yet, it's not exposing portions of the map for us. So we need to kind of go out there and keep an eye on the biter situation, because if you don't, that's how you're going to end up with, surprise biter attacks, which really aren't that much fun. Let's take a northern. Sorry, just gonna take a gander. Okay. So the pollution has only gone this far, which is pretty good. But since we're up here, let's take a quick little arc around the water. See what we've got going. Not a whole lot. Let's take a look this way to the east. Nice little stone pit going here. Not seeing any biters yet. Okay, so that satisfied my curiosity. We're gonna head back towards the base, but we're gonna go in an arc down. and see if... Oh, look at that. Got a little biter city going. Well, since I've stirred the pot, oh, this is about to get very bad. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Not yet, anyway. Let's just drop a frickin' turret right here. I see they're starting to evolve and pop out some bigger ones. That's a good time. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch out for those spitters. Go. That's all of them. Definitely call that a success. And now we can continue our journey back down. Air, raw material, iron. That'll come in handy later. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Let's head back home. The biter situation at the moment looks like it's under control, which is really good. Nothing beats a surprise biter attack, though. So always makes for an interesting day when that happens. I am looking forward to when I'm out of this region that's just like sand, snow, so I can have a bit of a faster run speed. Although I'll probably have exoskeletons at some point in the future, won't have to worry about that too much. Looks like these lines are keeping up. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Sorry, a friend of mine was just inquiring if I thought about doing Let's Play videos for folks in addition to live streams. So, I don't know. Maybe that's something for YouTube. Let's Plays that are more informative, I think, are a little bit harder to do live. Could be wrong, though. People of the internet, let me know. If there's any of you out there. Alright, what do we want to try to do next? Anti-material rifle? That sounds interesting. Wow, they've got quite a range on them. Let's make one for fun. Wait, what does it take for bullets, I wonder? Anti-material rifle magazine. Should have guessed that. Right, we can make grenades now. Let's make little grenade machines. We need coal and we need iron plates. And what do we have right here? Coal and iron plates. Sure, why I keep handcrafting these machines. I have a machine that's supposed to make machines for me. Just gonna go like this. And stick an inserter there, inserter there, inserter there. Drop them into a wood box. Now it's going to take 8 coal, so I think I'm going to put a fast inserter for the coal portion of it. Let it make 4 stacks. Yeah, is there any other little thing like that that we want to make? Make armor-piercing ammo. Let's make heavy armor. Now then. Oh heck, let's make a radar. And let's just drop it here. Why not? All right, I'm gonna let this research out, and I will be right back. I'm back. I think maybe we should start making some lights. So we need glass, iron plate, and copper cable. Glass here. All right, that's done. Let's get our trailway research going. Iron plates. Copper cable. And I'm just going to handcraft these. So the recipe to make Rails is different. We need stone and we need steel beams. So let's plan this a little bit. Let's make steel chest and oh my goodness. Don't try to rotate belts when you're standing on a belt. Rotate. Steel beams requires steel plates. Well, we just happen to have some steel plates here. Gonna change up what I've done. And we are gonna make steel beams here. Right, so we were going to take a loader, and we have this line of stone that we had kind of left alone that I was thinking about. Because we're just going to take a box and just let it fill up in there for now. Do that. Half a stack. I feel like this is turning into the spaghetti adventures. Which I guess is okay. Oh, I need more underground belts. Handcraft a bunch. And I need regular belts as well. Regular belts I have being made. Is it up here? Yes. What do we need to make these, though, automated? Iron beams and transport belts. Have iron beams being made over there. Need to make splitters. Iron gill, real automatic core, la 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 la. Say, iron gear with an automatic core. Automated cores are being made where? Here. Here. This is a lot closer. Let's make a filter inserter. Let's grab some green circuits. Hoist. Think. Filter inserter. And we were gonna pull them off here. Alright, so filter inserter. Check. Want to pull off the automation cores. Give you some power. You we're gonna drag over this way. I think we're just gonna go right under this factory. Nope. Kind of wish that you could specify with your inserter what side of the belt you want things to go onto. We did it this. That'll work. Can they output directly into a splitter? Looks like they can. Yeah, I think I probably could have done this with splitters, because splitters have filters on them now. It's gonna work out fine, though. Just fine. Power pole. Out of power poles. What the? Make some of those. Okay, so we have our little janky production line going, and I realized that there could have been, 100 different ways that I could have done this that would have been better, but this works. It works. One of the things that I've sort of been trying to keep my eye out for is the logistics network. When does this come into play? There's like a ton of belts and stuff. Different tiers of belts. That's going to be pretty wild. Circuit network. Aha. Let's just research that now. So I'm making this a little gratuitous. We're going to use filter inserters, and we're going to filter stone, steel beams to feed this machine, even though that's pretty excessive. So there was a good chance that I was just muted for quite a while. Uh, my apologies. But I mean, you should expect problems from me at this time of night. I stream late, so it's almost 2:30 in the morning. Cheers. And if you're wondering what I'm drinking, apple juice. Good old-fashioned apple juice. Yeah, then. Got our circuit networks researched. Because we can use green wires and red wires for a couple of different things if we want. Let's research landfill. Just get this the hell out of the way. So far, this is working pretty good. I mean, we're pretty spaghettied, as I've been saying a lot, but it's all functioning and it's doing kind of what we want it to do right now. Don't be surprised further along if we keep going with this base that this whole thing is going to get destroyed and rebuilt. There does get to a point where you can run out of room, or you want to, fix things and make them better. So, yeah, we'll try not to get too attached to it, but right now this seems to be working fairly well, which is really nice. If we do get to mega base size, that'd be kind of crazy if we could have enough throughput to have a need for these massive warehouse container things. I think that'd be kind of cool. Alright, so we got the rails going because we know that they're going to take a while. A fast loader? Man. That's kind of cool. Locomotives. Need engines for those. I'm actually going to throw a steel chest here, and I'm not going to put a limiter on this because once we start using rails, you need a lot of them. So it's a good idea to try and get them going now, even if it's on a bit of a smaller scale like this, because we're not ready for them yet, but it's a really good idea to have them being processed and stored so that way they will be ready for us when we need them. Now let me drop off some of these items that I've picked up. We've got some glass that we don't really want at the moment. Not sure how I got a whole bunch of iron sticks. That's full. Let's chuck them in there. You know what? Let's make a grinder. Crusher? Yeah, crusher. Copper cables, iron wheel. Copper cables. And normally I just have a box that I throw things into. But let's be fun. Let's be a little bit creative with this. We're going to use this crusher. Like so. No. Crusher. I think this will work. And if we take a loader... Loader. Let's just throw a whole bunch of garbage in here. Let's make a chest. This is kind of reverse. Chest with an inserter. We can throw crap into the chest that we don't want. Like these burner miners. Like those burner miners, and they're gonna get crushed up. And we're gonna get nothing from them. Let's just throw a whole whack load of stuff in there. We'll come back and see what happened to it. Alright, landfill. You know what, let's make a tool belt. You deserve it. Not entirely sure what I was expecting in terms of returned items. But this is better than having storage chests upon storage chests just laying around with crap that we don't want. At least until you get logistics networks going with logistics chests and you can set up recycling that way. That's a ways off though. How's our power doing? looking good. Things are looking pretty decent so far. So landfill should just be like the regular game, I think. Except that we can do water. But let's just experiment a teeny tiny bit here. Okay. So it doesn't really change color to match the land around you. I kind of wish that they would fix that. Don't even know if they're able to. I'm just curious about this production here of the red things. Could be a potential bottleneck, but I think it's okay. Seems like it's okay. Speaking of bottlenecks, that's always one of the things with production lines like this is your steel beams and iron beams and that kind of thing can really chew through your metal. Because what people have a tendency of doing is when they're slow like this, they want to add in extra machines. Cough, cough. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Even need this chest business to go here. You can just do this. Yeah. That. What is eating stone still? Are we still making... Are still making walls. Oh right, it's because I grabbed a whole bunch out of there earlier. Alright, let's see. What are some other things that we can try to make? gates. I mean, eh. Do we want to make armor-piercing rifle magazines? Let's get a bunch of steel iron plates. Just grab a whackload for our gun maker down there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you end up with extra crap in your inventory, and then later you're like, how did I get this? Run along belt lines like that. Scoop up a bunch of stuff. Alright. What do we want to make next? Do we want to bother making a machine to make radars for us? That could be a thing. What do we need to make radars? We need iron plates, iron gear reels, and electronic circuits. So we have iron plates here. Do we need radars? That's the real question. Let's see what else. What else do we have in here that we want to make? We've got inserters being made. We've got our yellow tier of belts, undergrounds, and splitters being made. We could set up a machine to make us pipes and underground pipes. That is relatively simple to do. So this might break our creative processes here. Because these can eat pipes like nobody's business. Like they can eat, I should say, iron plates like nobody's business. Let's just put a limit on this for 4 stacks and a limit on this for 4 stacks. Boy, grenade making is really slow. It's okay though. Pretty terrible with grenades, so the longer I don't have them, the longer I will not be blowing myself up. Alright, so we've got some machines here that are red, and that means that they have expended their mining resource capabilities, so we're just going to grab those back. Now, what is going on here? We're not getting enough material to the end of the line. Technically, that means that these last couple of smelters are just not necessary. And we could set up another smelting array. But how big of a deal is it right now? Because I feel like our products are still making it to where they need to go to. It's also going to slow down once these reach their capacity as well. So I don't know that we need to worry about it at the moment. Okay, what do we want to get going next for tech? The electric energy distribution, so we can make medium electric poles and big electric poles. Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a plan. Pollution check. Is start to spread. Got some biters south there. Should go take them out. Some of our fancy bullets that we have. Oh, we don't have very many fancy bullets. Take fancy bullets and regular ones. How about that? We're gonna save first. Let's go shoot some aliens. How far south was that? Quite a ways. Okay. Not a problem. Get to enjoy some beautiful scenery as we go by. Are gonna place a turret down though. For backup. So that way we can lead biters into. Might not need to. We're gonna them. That's right. Come at me. Spitters can be real nasty. Okay, so kind of like the new ammo. And score a win. Right. Alright, alright, alright. One of the things that I think I'm going to have to look up is with this mod, we can make trees. And I don't know if when we make them and put them down, if they absorb pollution or not. Because it says that they're artificial. I suppose we could do a little test. Let's do test. Glass. Forty wood and 100 water. Now for this, let's just reverse. And make 2 trees. Well, that's going to take a while to make, actually, isn't it? A whole minute. Okay. Oh, yeah, we made some trees. I don't know that these are going to work. So let's find out, actually. Krastorio 2 trees. It just might be for decoration, but let's find out. Ask question. There's air purifiers apparently that we might be able to use to help with that. That's interesting. So these might just be for decoration. But you know what? We're going to plant a bunch of them. Like so. We're going to see if they do anything at all. In the meantime, air purification. Absorb pollution from the atmosphere. Affects air purifier. A pollution filter. Used pollution filter. Restore pollution. Oh, that's a whole other level of tech stuff there to kill time with. Because you're gonna be yeah, make your purifiers, your filters, then you have to come up with a recycling system for filters when they're dirty. Okay, well, something to look forward to if we want to try to make something green in our factory. Energy production is looking good. I'm not really concerned about anything at the moment. Got some oil offshore, which is nice. And then we can use the cargo ships mod and get some of that going yet. Rail production is going pretty good. We're all pretty decent. didn't get any materials from all of the items that we crushed. It's all right. Yeah. Not too shabby at all. This is going to be fun. Look at this. We research a flare stack. We're going to have all of these things unlock. Burn unknown fluid, water, steam, sulfuric acid. Looks like he can pretty much burn off all the chemicals. This is going to get complicated soon. You didn't think it was complicated yet. It's going to get a lot worse. But on that happy note, I think we're good to call it here for the evening. So save our game. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have yourself a great night or a great day, depending on when you watch this. See you in the future.